What you are about to see is the complete procedure for installation of Saf-T liner and Saf-T wrap in a straight chimney, hearth stove, and fireplace insert situation. Every installation will differ to some degree, but these three types of installations will familiarize you with the general procedures required for the correct installation of Saf-T liner and Saf-T wrap. Saf-T liner is a high-quality UL tested and listed stainless steel lining system designed for relining existing masonry chimneys and has undergone extensive laboratory and field testing to make it a leader in the stainless steel liner industry. Saf-T wrap is a safe, high-quality, easy-to-install ceramic insulation jacket for stainless steel lined masonry chimneys. Saf-T wrap, when used in conjunction with Saf-T liner, will upgrade a chimney to a Type HT chimney system. When handling Saf-T wrap, always use a respirator for safety. All Heatfab products are backed by the Heatfab warranty against product defects in material and craftsmanship. Instructions provided for the installation of Saf-T liner and Saf-T wrap are intended as a guide to assist a qualified installer. However, contact your building or fire officials for local codes and restrictions in your area. The first of our three installations is an unlined, single-wall brick chimney. Fittings needed for this type of installation include standard cover plate, support clamp, storm collar, and rain cap for finishing the top of the chimney. The necessary liner and insulation, an appliance tee for the appliance hookup, and if the connector passes through a combustible wall, a Saf-T thimble, and a clean-out tee, since it is highly desirable to incorporate a clean-out in the overall system to facilitate easy maintenance of the chimney. As with any project, the proper tools and assembly materials make the job more efficient and easier. You'll need a pair of gloves, eye protection, and dust respirator, 3M9900 or equivalent. A 1/8 inch or number 30 high-speed drill bit, masonry drill bit, and electric or hand drill. A pop rivet gun, hammer, screwdriver, cold chisel, tin snips, and pliers. Duct tape, drop cloths, rope, and a tape measure. A mortar pan, trowels, and mortar mix. Ladder, and securing devices such as a strap or bungee cord. And well-constructed, sturdy staging. The fitting should be laid out prior to installation to check for any missing or incorrect parts. It's also advised to have a ready supply of extra lengths and fittings to cover any unforeseen needs. Before any liner installation, the chimney must be cleaned by a qualified chimney sweep to eliminate any creosote buildup. Remember, always wear a dust respirator when in contact with soot. After all residue has been removed, the chimney should be inspected to spot structural weaknesses, such as loose or eroded mortar, cracks in the masonry, internal obstructions, or unused flue holes. Any irregularities must be thoroughly repaired before the installation of chimney liner. If the chimney to be relined has no existing openings, or the present openings are the wrong size or in the wrong place, new openings need to be made. In this case, the appliance opening is too small and must be enlarged. Keep the opening 18 inches from unprotected combustibles unless a listed wall penetration assembly or other approved method is used. Remember, the wall penetration must be above the appliance. In the instance of our cleanout, there is no existing opening, so a new one must be measured and cut. To make the initial opening, measure and mark the area at which you want the tee. Using the masonry bit, drill several holes through the mortar around the bricks to be removed. Again, Always wear a respirator, gloves, and eye protection when removing brick and mortar. Using a cold chisel, chip out the bricks and mortar, leaving an access hole for the clean-out T. Once the chimney has been cleaned, inspected, and any repairs made, the first step is to measure the chimney top for proper fitting of the chimney cover. Then, utilizing a tape measure or rope, measure the chimney flue to ascertain the necessary length of liner needed. It's very important when making overall measurements to allow for a 2-inch overlap at each liner joint. Therefore, there is a net loss of 2 inches at each joint. Using the tape measurement, fit together and lay out an equal length of liner and necessary fittings in advance of the actual installation. In order to reduce unnecessary trips up and down the ladder, the liner can be pre-assembled by riveting manageable sections 6 to 8 feet in length. These can be safely carried up a ladder to the chimney. However, always check overhead for antennas, power lines, or other overhead obstacles before erecting your ladder or installing liner. Stainless steel is very hard and drilling can be difficult. Always follow these guidelines. Make sure the sections are securely joined. Use a good sharp drill bit of cobalt steel. Insert the drill through the pilot hole. Once in position, start the drill and operate it at low speed. Apply pressure when drilling. In the case of a straight chimney liner job, the clean-out T and cap can be riveted and screwed to the first section in advance. There are many methods for attaching the lowering rope, from hooks like this to the use of duct tape. Just make sure it's secure and can be easily removed. Once attached, simply begin lowering the liner section with the clean-out T into the chimney until you reach the first section to be insulated. In this case, the appliance T. Temporarily secure the rope and begin adding the first section of insulation. Today's higher efficiency stoves burn with low temperature flue gases, so a chimney stays relatively cool. This encourages dangerous condensation. Safety wrap liner insulation can make a low temperature system much safer. Always use a respirator and eye protection when using safety wrap insulation. Begin by attaching the specially designed insulation section made to fit the appliance T. Secure the insulation by pressing the corrosion-resistant steel snap lock layer together. Then, simply crimp the ridges together at the top of the liner to secure the two edges. Slide the safety wrap down until it meets the first fitting, in this case, the appliance T opening. Then, add another section of insulation by following the same procedure. Wrap it around the liner, snap lock edges, crimp the upper edges together, and slide the section down to meet snugly with the lower section. Then, continue lowering the liner and insulation into the flue until you reach the end of the first section. After the first section is insulated, attach the next liner section to the one in the chimney and rivet the two sections together with 4 opposing rivets. Continue this procedure until the liner is fully insulated and inserted into the chimney. Wrap, snap, crimp, fit, lower, join, drill, rivet, insulate. And lower until the first section is ready to be guided through the expandable bands on the appliance and clean-out T takeoffs. Carefully lower the liner system through the appliance takeoff. Then, lower the system through the clean-out takeoff band until the cutout sections match. Tighten the expandable band securing the takeoff to the T. Return to the appliance opening and tighten that retractable band in the same fashion, securing the takeoff to the T. The last section of Saf-T wrap insulation should not be closer than 4 inches to the cover plate at the top of the chimney. This allows for vertical expansion of the liner. Before closing the chimney opening, make sure the safety wrap around the appliance T is positioned properly. You may need some half bricks and mortar to close in the T. Rebuild as square as possible, filling mortar in tightly around the T takeoff. This takeoff is designed to be mortared flush to the chimney in order to support the weight of the safety liner. Make sure the 12-inch starter length slides easily into the takeoff before the mortar cures. Using the measurements taken earlier of the chimney top, measure and construct the cover plate. The exact procedure will be covered later in this presentation. Add a bead of silicone around the edge of the chimney. Then place the cover over the chimney and exposed pipe section, making sure the fit is snug. Do not secure the cover with mortar or fasteners directly to the chimney. Vertical expansion of the safety liner due to normal heating and cooling of the liner causes the liner to move up and down as the flue temperature changes. Put the support clamp in place and tighten securely. This provides the final support for the liner inside the chimney. Then, attach the storm collar and tighten securely. Finally, attach the rain cap with the screws supplied so it can be removed for easy chimney maintenance. This completes the liner assembly. Remember, in any installation, local codes and manufacturer's directions must be strictly followed.